You start to feel like reality is slipping. Time dissolves and you're not sure who you are anymore. You might be about to experience ego death. Losing your sense of self can feel alarming, but if you know what some of the signs are, you can actually remind yourself that you're going to be okay. Let's explore the 5 signs your ego is about to disappear during a mushroom journey. The 5th one may surprise you and be the most important, so stick around to find out. I'm Aaron, a bioengineer and licensed psilocybin facilitator. Trip Time Essentials is dedicated to psychedelic science, education, and harm reduction. It's not medical advice, and we never encourage the use of illegal substances. The first sign I'll be talking about is asking questions and there's just no answer. When you're laying there and ask yourself, how much mushrooms did I take today? No answer. Did I even take mushrooms? No answer. Who am I? No answer. This is a major sign that you may be about to go through ego death. This can manifest in so many different ways. For example, the concept of language may dissolve, where you no longer are thinking in words or even having access to words. Short-term memory can be completely erased. Beyond not remembering if you took mushrooms, you may not remember your previous thought. This process of progressively knowing less and less, and then finally not being sure who you even are, if you're a human. This is the process of ego dissolution. Again, moving towards this entering of a new realm, leaving the you behind. Sign number 2 is you shedding your body and moving into a realm of consciousness or beyond the physical reality as we know. This can feel like becoming a part of the music. It's kind of like the music is becoming enhanced and it's almost starting to envelop you. It feels like you're merging with the music and it may be taking you to different thoughts or feelings. During this time, you may be checking in with yourself, right? Tapping the chest, tapping your body somewhere, moving your feet a little bit, or reaching around and feeling different things just to try to be grounded in this world. These are some of the ways that we try to hold on to our body. But when you let go and follow the flow of the experience and then try to come back, you may feel like there's not even a body here to come back to. There's no physical body to move or check in with. It may feel like you're in a different realm, something that is more energy, emotional feeling, or conscious based. This doesn't have to be scary. You're gonna be okay, and this is just a sign that you may be on your way to ego death. Sign 3 is the zooming out effect. Your own life with constant obligations, thoughts, and self-importance starts to become smaller and smaller. Right? This can manifest as realizing that the magnitude of life outside of yourself is much larger. At first, it may be an increased connection to the world around you, nature, animals, people. But the experience may expand progressively, talking about more like the world, the universe, or even large feelings of joy and love, and less about one person or one thing. Being in this state and experience the magnitude of this difference can completely dissolve the barriers between self and everything else. It may feel incredible to be in this state of expansiveness, but it can also be a little bit scary because you may not know if and when you're coming back, even though you will. Time dissolution can occur, and sometimes we have to remind ourselves in this state that we're going to be okay and that we will come out of it. That's ego death. So know that if you're feeling some of these things, you're probably on your way there. You may know you're there by the feeling of complete oneness or connection to everything else and the awareness of that. So hang around till number 5, where we talk about how you can actually possibly encourage that ego death if you want to reach that state. The 4th sign I'm going to talk about is rapid launch. Another way of saying this is it feels like you're taking off on a rocket ship instead of just a smooth ease into the journey. This can give the feeling of, whoa, I'm really launching deep right now. Whoa, this is a lot going on. I'm having a lot of sensations. It may be a time where you want to do a little breathwork practice, but it's really a strong sign that your body is processing the psilocybin quickly. And it may be an indicator that there will be a stronger peak to your experience and potentially ego death. Sometimes it launches us quickly, what it feels like at least, right into that phase of ego death and beyond us. The rapid launch can also happen midway through the journey instead of just at the beginning. It may feel like you are going along the journey smoothly, listening to the music, casually enjoying it, and then boom. Now you're feeling a surge of effects and intensity and really diving deep into the journey, diving deep into yourself or deep into the experience. You have just climbed aboard the rocket ship and it's going to take you pretty high. This is not always a direct sign of ego death, but it certainly can be an indicator that the trip could head that direction, and an opportunity to remind yourself that you're going to be okay, take some deep breaths, and continue on to let go. And number 5, one of the most important signals is going to be sheer dosage. Right? The amount of mushrooms you take will significantly affect how deep you dive into the experience. If you're doing something like Golden Teachers and you only take 1 gram, I would say it's most likely not going to cause ego death. But if you did 6 grams, yeah, you're probably going to climb aboard the rocket ship and see where that takes you. Most likely experiencing some sort of ego death. Now, there are some caveats to this, and everybody's a little bit unique, but dosage is very important. It varies from strain to strain and method of consumption, like lemon tech versus doing it in a hot tea, or eating it versus orange juice. Or these are going to affect how fast you take off and how high the peak goes based on psilocybin content. If you have taken psychedelics before or are working with a licensed professional like myself, you may have an idea of where this threshold lies. The threshold of going from your body into a more transcendental or external type of experience, also known as ego death. Check out these other videos on the best way to prepare psychedelic mushrooms and psilocybin deep dive. Thank you for watching, and as always, elevate your trip.